Ultimately, unified is blending of data technology analytics um, for overall marketing performance. Concept is pretty simple from a standpoint, obviously difficult in execution, but from the concept standpoint, right, is you're taking in person level data and mapping it back to an individual for all of the entire universe from all of their media impressions. So I'm taking in things like smart television data. I'm taking in DMP, DSP segments. I'm taking in ad server logs, mobile server logs. I'm taking in your web analytics logs. I'm taking in your CRM, transactions, conversions. I'm taking in all of your brand panel data, so favorability, awareness, etc. I'm taking in location-based data. Then I'm taking in aggregate level data, such as weather, economic conditions, and those sorts of things, and applying it down. Ultimately, to get to a point, and so the kind of glue in the middle of that is an identity management solution, which, for those of you who are not familiar, ultimately allows you to link online and offline data together so that I can get a 360 view of an individual. Then you're taking that data together, aligning that data, and really normalizing that data so that you're getting a single view of a customer, modeling on that data to then really get your actual model out of it, which is your optimization itself. So when you think about doing this at the person level and really why it matters, each individual is exposed to hundreds of paid advertisements per day through varying sources. What you're trying to answer through this methodology is getting back to our original point, right? So it's how effective is my media spend? Who do I target? Which channels should I invest in? Which messages resonate with which audiences? How do I allocate both online and offline spend? How do my brand activities influence my customer journey? And what can I do to improve my results while my campaign is live? Ultimately, that's what we're producing in a unified measurement. So to dive a little bit further into that, as you take your first party, third party data, and you start to dive into a little bit more, right? We start to look at household data. So we start to look at like Experian or Acxiom backbone data that has a bunch of public information that we start to map these individuals to. So I can get their age, I can get their gender, I can get a bunch of information that allows me to target. Now, this is all anonymized within the system through an ID that you can't basically convert back to basically resolving it to them.